Welcome to Beers and Bets. First things first, we are going to try this beer right here. Show you a little close-up really quick. But this beer right here is called Oberon, and it's from a company called Bell's. I've never had it before. Seems really interesting. It's American wheat ale, and we're gonna give it a try. It's 5.8% by volume. We're gonna crack this open. There we go. Taste test. Right off the bat, it's a little intense, but I mean that in a good way. Like, you taste the wheat right up front, little citrusy, but it's a good beer. I mean, it kind of tastes like a Blue Moon / Shock Top, more towards the Blue Moon side, but a little better. Let's try it again. Yeah, a little better. It's more on the strong side. I would say Blue Moon is a lot not as strong, not as harsh. But when I say harsh, I mean it in a good way. It actually has a good taste to it. American wheat ale, not a bad beer, and not a bad beer to drink while you play some bets. And a lot of people would say that's not the best idea, but hey, I love beer, and I love bets, and I love betting on sports, so here we go. So I get a lot of messages in my DMs, or I get a lot of people in the chat when I'm doing live streams, that people that want to get into sports betting, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. They only want to spend like a few dollars on a bet, $5, $10. But I tell them that is completely okay. It doesn't matter what you bet, as long as you're having fun doing it, and as long as you're not going broke doing it. You want to bet whatever you're comfortable betting. Of course, when you look at your own bank account, if you're betting thousands of dollars and you'll go broke if you lose your bets, don't bet it. But if you have thousands and thousands of dollars, whatever you feel comfortable betting and you don't go broke at the end of the day, bet whatever makes you comfortable. So in this case, I'm going to show you guys that aren't betting much, like $5, $10. Here's what you can make on a prop bet that I just placed on this game. And this is a style I wanted to show you guys. I love doing player prop bets. There was a game earlier in the week that I bet on, and I'll show you the breakdown of my bet and some highlights from the game to show you what went down with the players that I bet on. So here we go, let's get right into it. When I was looking at a game to bet on, one that caught my eye was the Mets versus the Nationals. The pitchers that were pitching today, I look at the matchups, the starting lineups matched up against the pitcher. So in today's case, the Nationals were facing the Mets. The Mets were going up against Corbin, their pitcher. And when I looked at the stats, I'm going to show you right here, pop it up. Pete Alonso is batting .333 against this pitcher. He's hit 4 home runs against this pitcher and 7 RBIs. That is ownage in my book. So you can't not bet on Pete Alonso to do well. So I put him in with my player prop bet. So he's number 1. Then looking down the lineup, I'll bring it right back up again. We're looking at Francisco Lindor. He also has ownage versus Corbin. I mean, look at his average. He has 15 at-bats, hitting .333. That's still a great average in baseball, and especially versus one pitcher with 15 at-bats. So he's faced them many times. So I'm going to lock him in also with Pete Alonso as my player prop bet. So of course, when you lock in 2 different guys to at least get 2 runs, hits, or RBIs, it could be either combo. It could be 1 hit, 1 RBI. It could be 1 hit and a run. It doesn't matter. They just need to get 2 each. Doesn't matter how. So as you can see in this bet, we have Lindor and Pete Alonso. Like I said before, they have to get at least 2 hits, runs, or RBIs. It doesn't matter any combo, like I said. So we just need 2 from each of them. So right now, we're going to show you some highlights of the game and show you how it went down to see if I won my bet or not. Here we go. But of course, we got to get right back to the beer. Let's give it another try here. Still holds up, still pretty good. Here is Francisco Lindor up to bat, and I'll show you what happens. Here we go. So it was right on that edge, that corner. The ump called it a strike. I don't know about that. They called it a strike, so he went 0 for 1 right there. I got a little nervous. Let's look at the next clip. Pete Alonso up to bat, hits it straight up in the air, of course. Caught it, and that's still 0-0, and that is 0 for 1 for Pete Alonso. Let's go to the next clip. This one is Francisco Lindor again, his second at bat. Here we go. And right there, he got the inside of the strike zone. And there you go, another strikeout for Lindor. At this point in the game, I was getting really nervous. At that point, he was 0 for 2. So let's take a look at another highlight of the game. All right, so on this one, Pete Alonso is on base. He's on first, he's rounding second. He's going home, and look at the big boy run. He's not the fastest at all. Sliding to home plate, and they freaking got him at home. Like, I thought that was a run for sure going my way for Pete Alonso. But look at this replay. I mean, he's just stumbling and bumbling all the way down, diving. And what a catch from the catcher. What a throw, and got him. So at that point, still Pete Alonso has a nada for my bet. Here we go. All right, so now on this clip, Pete Alonso is on second base here. So here we go. He's coming around off that base hit. This time, he's easily making it home. He doesn't have to slide or anything. So at that point, there was our run for Pete Alonso. And this is just another clip from the game, another highlight. We got to see this one. It has nothing to do with my bets, but Soto hitting a home run, of course. Check it out right there. Smashes this ball to right. Upper decker, too, to right. Upper decker. Soto, man, he's a fun baseball player to watch, and he's going to be fun to watch for many, many years to come. Look at that, just crushing it. So in this next clip, we got Lindor up to bat again, so here we go. Boom, he finally hits it. The ball drops. He gets the base hit. He even, at that point, brings home a run. So we get a hit and a run at the exact same time. That's 2 right there. No need to worry about anything else. So, no worries. So at that point, Pete Alonso already had a hit. He came in for a run. We won our bets. Here's another crazy play from that game, though. So check it out. Pete Alonso, man, he almost got freaking drilled right in the head. Check this out. And look at that. Full speed, man. That looked brutal, but look at the replay. Look at this replay. It got that part where it's right at his chin. Just imagine if that protective part wasn't there. And man, oh man, that could have been really bad for Pete Alonso. Luckily, that was towards the end of the game, but it didn't affect my bet. At that point, he already had a hit. He already came in for a run. So we were solid on that. We won. Francisco Lindor getting 2. And Pete Alonso getting 2. Mets did win that game 5-1. Doesn't really matter for my bet, but as long as Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor got their 2, that's all that matters. I'll show you guys right here my winning bet slip on Bovada. As you can see, I bet $15 on this bet, and then I won plus 27. And there you go. That's how you profit some money off a small bet of $15. And hey, a bet's a bet, a win's a win, profit's profit. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys can learn from this a little bit on player prop bets. Enjoy a nice cold beer, and maybe give this one a try one day. Like I said, not too bad. Leave your comments in the chat. I would love to hear some recommendations on beer. And then on the next video, I will give my review on that beer and let you guys know a different betting style I like to do. So stay tuned for that next video. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.